best piece of advice for someone 24, I would say just spend more time on making the big decisions. There's basically three really big decisions that you make around that age. It's where you live, who you're with, and what you're doing, right? Those are the three big decisions. And we spend so much time in relationships. We spend very little time deciding which relationship to get into. We spend so much time in a job, but we spend so little time deciding which job to get into. Choosing what city to live in can almost completely determine the trajectory of your life, but we spend so little time trying to figure out what city to live in. So if you're going to live in a city for 10 years, and if you're going to be in a job for 5 years, and if you're going to be in a relationship for a decade, you should be spending 1 to 2 years deciding on these things. These are like highly dominating decisions. So if you're 24, I would say those three decisions really matter.
And yeah, that's basically why I've been MIA for about 2 months. That's exactly what I've been doing. I've been taking my time to make the next decision. What's next for me? I mean, I haven't made it as a content creator as yet, but this is our topic for today. Don't commit too early. So basically, that video sums up the importance of taking more time making the right decision before committing your energy, your time, your livelihood into pursuing this thing. It might be a person, it might be a business, it might be studies, whatever it may be, because most of us just want to get into it. Like, once I have the ball rolling, I'm going to decide where it's headed. But that's not how intentions work. I mean, every great company, every great pursuit of mankind started with every single intention in mind. I mean, when Samsung started off, it really wanted to pursue the grocery industry, and it really wanted to make it as a grocery company. And obviously now we know Samsung for their cell phones and their smart gadgets, but I don't think they would have arrived at that destination if they didn't set that intentionality of, you know what, we're going to be the biggest and the greatest grocery store ever known. And later on, they maneuvered. So let's talk about intentionality and taking time to make your decisions.
Yeah, before that, I gotta say, yes, I use AI in my videos. It's not a train smash, it's make it more engaging.
So 2 months ago, I posted a video on time management and how I believe that I should take everything I have and focus it on that one thing.
If you want to check out that video, here's the thumbnail. And yes, I had to plug it in just this once. Okay, let's get back to it.
They call this the signal to noise ratio, where what you should get done in that day is the signal and the rest is noise. The rest is just interruptions, distractions that are standing in your way.
There's a concept that he understood that very few people focused on back then in the early 90s of signal to noise ratio. What was so brilliant about Jobs that I tell every CEO now, and I don't care if you're an S&P 500 CEO or you're just starting a business, his vision of signal was the top 3 to 5 things you have to get done in the next 18 hours. Not your vision for the business next week or next month or next year, just the next 18 hours you're awake. You're going to get those 3 things or those 5 things done that you have deemed critical for your mission.
I wanted to make sure that I'm better equipped, I have more knowledge, I have more skill when it comes to audio, when it comes to music, when it comes to how things should sound, when it comes to ratios, because I like the whole film industry, so music is a big part of that as well. I mean, we make these videos just to, exercise those skills so that in the future, hopefully, I can make a full-on film, a full-on YouTube film where you guys have the same lessons but in a more digestible manner. Let's say my name is John. So John is in the situation where he wants to pursue his music. And John likes music so much, even more than shooting videos. But he's more good at shooting videos than he is in music. What does he have to do? John has to put his all into it, right? John has to spend most of his time crafting this thing. And maybe his first 100 songs were a disaster. They were. Not even maybe, they were. But his 101st song was decent, but it wasn't there yet. Because John didn't realize that videos and great videos and great films are subjective to the viewer. But when it comes to music, there's industry standards where your gear exposes you and your lack of knowledge exposes you as well. John didn't know what mixing and mastering is. He didn't know what pitching is. He didn't know what automation is. John just went into it. Now imagine if John said he wanted to be the biggest singer of all time. John moves away into a city where, a popular city we know for having those opportunities might be New York. So John moves away to New York, leaves his parents, leaves his family, leaves his studies, and just says, I'm going to be the biggest singer. And then John discovers that there's so many facets into making a great song. And John doesn't fall in love with some of the processes. Like, let's say John doesn't love making beats and doesn't have enough money to, buy beats, even though beats are like $20. So now John is in a situation where he doesn't know to quit or to carry on. Why? Because John didn't spend 2 months, 1 year, 2 years into fully understanding what this decision would be. And by the way, if the video stops recording, the rest of this video will be like voiceover. But that's fine, let's carry on. I think I have like 2 minutes left. Let's see if I can fit it all in. So John didn't understand that for him to take on this journey of becoming an artist, maybe it takes like 5-10 years, 3 years if you're lucky, but like more than 1 year. He has to at least put 1 year into thinking about it while doing other things. And that's basically where that quote stems from. It's basically understanding that you can't just hop into it. Take a relationship, for example. You see this girl, you like her, right? Everything about her is great. Everything about you is great to her. Now you all want to pursue this thing, but you haven't taken into consideration what she wants to study, where she's going next. How many years will you all have together before you need to split up? What religion is she? Her parents? Her net worth? That matters. If she's a rich girl, you obviously have to take into consideration that her parents probably want someone who's at least going to match their net worth. And it won't be much of a problem if it's the other way around, but you get the point. So there's so many things to consider before going into this, and it was just like, girl, I love you, man, since the first day I met you. John, do you know what you're getting yourself into? That's basically it, man. That's basically why I say take time to making these decisions, especially if you know that the decision is going to cost a lot, is going to demand a lot from you in terms of time, money, energy, every single thing. Brain power is important, man. And that's why I feel like I started making this YouTube thing if I come, I come. If I don't, I don't. Because now it's easier. I'm not committed to this posting daily thing. And I can focus on my music so that I can expand my knowledge on the whole filming thing. That's basically it, y'all. If you like this video, click on the like. If you enjoy this type of storytelling, click on the subscribe, because I'm definitely coming with another bang when I come back. And yeah, I'll see y'all soon.